So I reached out to some different people in our business community and I asked them, how do you get over your fears when you want to go into an event or a networking opportunity and you don't know anybody? Here's some great feedback.
Don't go to a mixer and try to meet everybody or meet 10, 20 people. Go and try to have, anywhere from 1 to 3 meaningful conversations. So that takes the pressure off. I can talk to 1 or 2 or 3 people in an hour event. So that I find makes it a lot easier.
I had to condition my mind with my I can attitude. And remember, no one knows that you are dying inside from fear. Half the people are dying inside from fear themselves. You have to have the courage to go up to people to say, hi, I'm so-and-so. It's really nice to meet you. What do you do? Think about it. They're not going to think anything bad about you. They're going to think, what a nice, friendly person that is. Take it one baby step at a time if you have the fear of approaching people.
The biggest business people in the world don't like to talk to people either. Yet at the end of the day, that's a challenge that you push through because your motivation for your business is greater than your fears. So stepping out into your fears, number one, is going to grow you, but it's going to build your business.
It's always fun to talk to people about what they do, and people love to share what they do. So it's good to ask questions.
Afraid I'll never know. I will never know if I don't put myself out there. And I put myself out there because what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? Nothing. And I have everything to gain. So I think networking is everything.
For those of us that are, of color and maybe look young, I know I look young and stuff, but, and so part of my thing is you're going to know who I am. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be professional. I'm probably going to give you one of these. But if you smile, right, and you reach your hand out, most of the time it's just a psychological approach, right?
Every person that you have ever talked to who is successful in business was that really nervous person who had no idea what to say. Figure out who was it that I wanted to emulate, and I made friends with them. And it sounds really hard, like kind of overwhelming maybe if you don't know them, but you'd be surprised on how many professionals really want to give you their story. But really assess whether I'm afraid because I don't know what to do, or I'm afraid because of the unknown. Remember, being afraid of the unknown is okay. We're stepping into an unknown right now. The thing is to make sure you connect with people who will help you get ideas and spearhead a solution to get yourself to the next level. I think a lot of what people do nowadays is they don't ask the questions. And if they do ask the questions, they don't wait long enough to get a response. To find like-minded professionals that you can connect with, because that's where that you want to end up going, or you've seen a story that they've been successful, step in and get involved. Just put yourself out there.
So I came up with an idea. I got a shirt printed that said, "Ask me how I help seniors." And it was a game changer, because it gave people an opportunity to reach out to me without feeling awkward or weird. And they were, oh yeah, hey, tell me, how do you help seniors? And then it was an instant conversation starter. If you like a crazy tie or a crazy hat or something that somebody will feel easy about approaching you to say something to, because everybody's just as uncomfortable. They may look like they're cool cucumbers, but they don't know you either, and they don't, they're nervous. And so I would suggest wearing a conversation starter. Also, ask them a question. Always ask them. Everybody loves to talk about themselves. You can get to you later. Just make an impression on them that you're interested in what they're doing, and try to actually be interested in what they're doing. And I would say lastly, join everything, go to everything, sororities, chambers, academic groups, meetups, Facebook groups. Just get in the middle, because you're not going to meet anybody if you isolate. So just get out there. The more you get out there, the easier it is. Just keep doing it.
It's because they get to know one another. And when you get to know one another and you start talking, then all of a sudden oh wow, I didn't realize you did that, start coming up. So all of a sudden you start realizing how you can sync each other's businesses together.
I have to do networking at conferences, meetings, and events. It was nothing I ever really loved doing, but it's kind of an investment in yourself. And You know, as an introvert, once you push yourself into that place, it's not so uncomfortable.
If I'm going somewhere I don't know anybody there, I'm kind of known for wearing a pin. I make my own pins and they say Scrap Gallery on them, and they always have some kind of weird little thing on them. So people, like, they can talk to me about, oh, what's that? Did you make that? What's on there? And kids the same way. So they ask me questions, and that's a way to get into a dialogue with them. And then they always come up with, you know what I have, or you know who I know that you could talk to.
It's a no fear approach. You have to not be afraid. You have to just throw yourself out there. You are going to fail. You are going to make yourself look like a fool sometimes, but that's how you grow stronger, and that's how you learn. And like I said, by being honest and being trustworthy and being genuine, people are going to see that and want to connect with you and want to do whatever you're doing.
I just know that almost everybody's afraid to talk to people that they don't know, and I think that we make it a lot bigger issue than it really is. And 99.9% of the time, everybody is very accommodating to somebody new. All the fears that you have are not realistic. So I tell myself that I need to just get over it.
Into a room, there is nothing to the right of the door. There's, maybe a trash can,
right,
or a plant, but there's no people. It's easy to stand there. And then I always told them to walk into the room and stand there and
right,
look around the room, start breathing, and look for the person standing all alone.
I remember the first lunch bunch I went to, I was so nervous. What's an elevator pitch? I'm like Googling, what do I say? I've learned just through like meditation, which helps me a lot, is just, I literally hold my breath for 8 seconds and then like release for 8 seconds and then like inhale for 8, hold for 8 and release. And that helps me kind of just like calm my nerves and kind of like focus, like steady. I've done a lot of elevator pitches now, and every time I do it, it does get easier. I push through that fear. Know that anything that you put in your forefront and you're afraid of, that tells you you're going to grow.
I think there was a part of me that understood they're there for a reason too, because they want to meet people. And so I shouldn't be nervous by being around a group of people who want to meet me. I also did ask for help. And so I was not shy about asking other folks there, hey, I'd really like to meet someone in this industry, maybe someone from the school district. Do you know anyone? And people got so excited to help me meet the people that they knew, or to connect me with someone.
And I really think that getting over your fear is very different for everybody. I usually don't have fear. I was kind of born just ready to connect with people. But I do have moments where I just feel exhausted, or not inspired, or just tired. So usually I just kind of prep myself, get in there like we do with any job. And then it's amazing when people have connections and get together and they find out they can help each other. It's pretty amazing, the magic, and it energizes me, inspires me, and gets me out there for the next one.